Woo! Morning. How are we? Well, I hope. Are the North London boys on both sides feeling okay today? Rory, thank you for the resub, mate. Appreciate it, pal. Contract extension confirmed indeed for a 5th month, and 40 for Chris as well. Thank you, mate. How did Reading do this weekend? How's Reading's season going? I'm not even sure how Reading are doing this year. Good afternoon, Mr. Mr. Wathen. How are we? Oh yeah, you count as well for the misery, don't you, Sam? His name is Brian. It's Brian Brobby. His name is Brian. It's Brian Brobby. Uh-oh. 6th. Oh, nice. Playoff chase for Reading. You can fall to your knees and pray. I can't remember what the Chelsea result was, Liam, in all honesty. Oh, they lost 3-0 to Everton, didn't they? Yeah, not great. Wasn't spectacular, was it? I didn't realise Everton were having as good a season as they are. Obviously, when David Moyes took over, they were a little shit. They are not shit anymore. Up to 7th. Is this a goal from the Dover game? Let's have a look.
Plays it to Soji with a burst of pace. In comes across. Grimwood with a header away. Nicars brings it down.
Oh. Ah! Chest, knee, volley. 1-0 Dover.
Plays it to Soji with a burst of pace. In comes across. Grimwood with a header away. Nicars brings it.
Nikaj? Is that how you pronounce it? Is it not Nikite? Is it pronounced Nikaj? I've no idea what Spurs are going to do with Mr. Tudor. I think maybe they're a bit too eager to appoint someone, and they've picked the wrong man. You popped one in Discord, did you? $6.57.
This is surely how you wish it, watching a football match in the sunshine.
Oh, it's auto-dubbed. The fuck? How do I turn off the auto-dubbing?
Wide scoring Lind. Sherry. Sherry Dono,
oh,
Sherry
volley.
Shot.
Boost.
Also,
yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that auto-dubbing's... I've never even seen that before. No, yeah, Tudor's only an interim. He's still shite. Everyone says Nikaj. Because... I don't get that way. Some people, like, I've never understood that. Like, some names people will pronounce properly, and other names people will just pronounce in an English manner, and then just not give a fuck. So if you give a fuck to call David Villa, why not call Nico? Sam Allardyce to Spurs for the vibes. That'd be amazing. Simon, thank you for the 17th month subscriber, mate, with the Prime. I appreciate it, pal. Liam's on a cheeky streak as well, 25. Have you seen the view of Shea Charles's goal from behind? Because it looks ridiculous. Oh, Team Redline have rebranded to Verstappen Sim Racing. That's cool. Thank you for the bits, Mike. Appreciate it, dude. It has been a hot minute. I hope you're well, mate. G'day, Forza. How are you, pal? Thanks for joining us, mate. Yeah, what are West Ham and Spurs' remaining fixtures? Because that's going to make a big difference in what actually friggin' happens, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. Same, Mike. Better to be busy than bored, isn't it? It's been flagged as a suspicious user. Let's just go for a straight ban then, shall we? West Ham's next game is Wolves at home. I mean, Wolves have been alright recently, haven't they? To be fair, West Ham have been okay as well. Chelsea away is your toughest game. Being honest, we could play Sheffield Wednesday at the moment and both of you would still not have a win in 2026. I was busy yesterday, plans with family, Luke, so I didn't watch any of the football yesterday. I've seen the Newcastle highlights. I haven't seen any of the highlights in any other games yet. Yeah, just dropping the ban hammer on a bot. David. Saturday was a better day of football because Cambridge United won. League 2 looks okay for us right now. Third at the minute, only 2 points above Notts County, who just refuse to stop winning at the moment, which is annoying. We're unbeaten in another good run, but we don't score many goals is the only problem. Says after a 5-0 win against Gillingham, but that was more them being utter shite than us being any good. So after we were on a like 16 game league unbeaten run. Then we lost to Harrogate, and since then we've gone on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another 9 game unbeaten run. And then pre-Harrogate, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, no? 14. So, in 24 games, we've lost 1 game in the last 24 in the league. West Ham have got Wolves at home, Palace away, Everton at home, Brentford away, Arsenal at home, Newcastle away, Leeds at home. It's still not straightforward for West Ham, is it? Either that. So Cambridge have lost 1 of the last 24. But we have drawn a lot. To be fair, all of the top 3 have drawn a lot. We've got the best defensive record in the entirety of the EFL as well at the moment. Oh, thank you, Ryan. So West Ham is Leeds at home. Wolves. Oh no, that's FA Cup. Leeds at home in the FA Cup. And Wolves at home, Palace away, Everton at home, Brentford away, Arsenal at home, Newcastle away, Leeds at home on the final day. Tottenham is Sunderland away, Brighton at home, Wolves away, Villa away, Leeds at home, Chelsea away, Everton at home. See, I just love it if Spurs go down. Morning, Tank. How are you, mate? Thanks for joining us on YouTube, pal. Spurs going down would just show that those big clubs, those like the big 6, so to speak, that they are fallible and there could be change. So obviously it's super rare, but the fact that it could happen is refreshing for lower league fans. Albeit probably only for 1 fucking season. Yes, Daniel. We'll record 1 Journeyman episode and then we'll be switching to the RTG. In this one we have PSG as well. So I'm going to play West Ham, play Bilbao and play PSG, and we'll sim Mallorca and sim Valencia, I think. Because Valencia having a terrible season as far as I can recall. Big up Jermaine. I mean, they still kind of are, aren't they, Rory? They still, like, who else would you put in as one of the big 6? There are those that flirt with it, but no one that is that's been consistently right there. Like, you still count Manchester United as one of the big six, even though they fell off last year and the year before. Villa are a bigger club historically, yes, but the biggest club in the present is still, like, the most recent past is still Spurs. Villa is still a massive club and one of the biggest in the country, but they've not really done anything for like 40 years. I would be concerned about Chelsea going the same way if I were a full-on Chelsea fan. Sophia, yes, with blue coat. I think if Spurs get relegated, it's the biggest relegation in the history of the Premier League, yeah. I think it has to be. I don't think so, Tank, no. Newcastle have had a couple of good years, but they've not had the prolonged spell in the Champions League spots for a considerable period of time. Like, I think you need to be qualifying for the Champions League or finishing top 6 5-6 years in a row to be then considered one of the big six, and no one has done that outside of Arsenal, City, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea. Spuds. A couple of seasons wobble off, similarly to a couple of seasons on the ball, isn't enough, I don't think. Ron, thank you for the 24th month in a row and 25th month total. 2 years straight, my guy. Thank you, mate. So Spurs have been obviously 17th last year, but 5th, 8th, 4th, 7th, 6th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 5th, 4th. Like, for 15 years, they've only finished outside the top 6 3 times. Yes, those 3 times have come in the last 6 years, or last 5 years. But it's still 7th and 8th. It's not like it's 13th, 14th, 17th. They're still there. They're still a big 6 club, especially with the investment that they've put in, and obviously the stadium, etc. as well. Ron, thank you very much indeed for gifting 5 to the channel, mate. Really generous of you. 76 total now for Ron. Slicer, Lucky Joe, Lando, Azusui, and Michael H. Welcome to the gang, boys. Like, if you look at, if I go Newcastle League finishes, like, they are 5th, 7th, 4th, but then 11th, 12th, 13th, 13th, 10th Championship. Like, they've only finished in the top 6 twice in the last 15 years. Going all the way back to 2011-12. Potentially, Stephen. Yeah, I think it would be unfair on a few of the other players to rule out, to say it was solely Kane that masked a lot of Spurs' problems. There are a number of players that were top for them that aren't there anymore, like Christian Eriksen, like Kyle Walker, like Heung-min Son. Should be curious about Villa, since someone mentioned them. Villa are 6th, 4th, 7th, 14th, 11th, 17th Championship. So they've only finished in the top 6 or around the top 6 in the last 3 years, and that's it. Since a spell in the mid-2000s. If Villa are Champions League for 3 out of the next 5 years, and they're also in European football for the other 2, then I'd say maybe you can think about dropping someone for them if Spurs continue to be going the way they are, or if Chelsea fall off further. Chelsea are 4th, 6th, 12th, 3rd, 4th, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 1st, 10th, 1st, 3rd, 3rd. Like, oh, it's only that season in 22-23 where they were not top 6. Back to 15-16 with a ridiculous title defence. And then you have to go all the way back to 1996 for when they weren't top 6. Like, this is all pre-Roman. Roman came in what, 2004? Pre-Roman, they were 4th, 6th, 6th, 5th, 3rd, 4th, 6th. Like, everyone goes, oh, Roman Abramovich, Chelsea, etc. But, like, they were winning the FA Cup and winning the League Cup and doing something in Europe for years before Abramovich arrived. Bring back Blackburn. Blackburn are probably on their way nowhere at the minute, are they? But I would love to see Blackburn. It's gonna be great to see Coventry back in the Prem. I see your sub, Jin. Ginger 23rd. Oh, and guess what today is? We've got a few subs to gift out. We did Nick and Co, didn't we? Let me just double check. No, I need to do Nick as well. Make sure I've spelled that right. I have. Which means I'm probably going to need to do Andy's as well. What were we doing on the 21st? We just miss it. I just missed it. Andrew the Carter, 8. Yeah, I need to do Andy's as well. Okay. Got quite a few to give today then. I'll repeat my bank account. Thug. Buster. Can't remember if Buster changed his username or not. No, he's still there. Well, that's a new thing. As I go to gift a sub, it's offering me a thing that is showing me, it says, gift to all 33 eligible live followers. I could gift a sub to literally everybody that's viewing that isn't currently subscribed. It would cost me £132 with a discount, but it is possible for me to gift a sub to literally everybody. I can't afford to do so. I apologise. Did Wimps? Was it Wimps that dropped? I think Wimps dropped out. Do me double check. Yeah, he did. Need actual thingies. I don't know, Daniel. I think you're still VIP. Pretty sure you're still VIP. Just double check Joe's as well, considering it's 19th. It was only a couple of days ago. No, we did Joe's. You do have the VIP badge. That's right. Liam's is tomorrow. Sorry, the 25th, a couple of days. AJ, might let me do AJ's actually. AJ. Phone is going berserk. Patrick. Danny dropping by with a sub of his own. 87 months total. 72-month streak. 6 years in a row on the nose. Thank you, Danny. Velcro, for fuck's sake. I don't think it triggers a hype train because I'm the one gifting them, maybe. Otherwise, you could just gift yourself hype train stuff, which doesn't make sense. Junho was with us in the last stream, wasn't he? And Wishy as well. Last one. Do 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 do. Pardon me, do. That's how the song goes, isn't it? Yay! Lots of yays. Lots of yays. All of a sudden, I got 40 emails in my inbox. Fuck. Bear with. I'm just putting all of them in the right folder on my PC or in my inbox for tax purposes. You can all go in that folder, please. If there was another one, you can go in that folder too. Red. You can go in there too. Missed that one too. Huzzah! Red on red. We did it! Nico O'Reilly's birthday was on Saturday. Wow. Yeah, it's quite the celebration, isn't it? Oi, oi, Mr. Bessemer. It's not an ideal email header, is it? Dimmy Player's retired, has he? Oh, sorry. I just scrolled up to see what you put about the other one. You had an email Friday say your contract's been extended by 6 months, but then you'll be told. I mean, at least it gives you a bit more of a window to find something else, doesn't it? Now you definitively know what your working future is like. Ben Bob, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel. Had a meeting with HR and showed them they were in disbelief. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? There's probably some sort of legal thing, like that the employees could claim there for the way that email was headed. Probably claim some sort of mental anguish. Right, let's start recording, shall we? Welcome back to Barcelona. Today we start with West Ham. It's not the usual fixture for Barcelona. I don't even know whether Barcelona and West Ham have ever faced each other in the history of life. But Barcelona play West Ham in the Champions League today. So it's a thing that's happening now. Whether it's the first time ever or they have at some point throughout the courses of history, I don't know. But we also have PSG in the Champions League today, which is probably going to be a little bit more difficult. We'll also play Bilbao at home, but sim Mallorca away and Valencia away today as we push through the month of November. Then into December, we've got a couple of big games there as well, as you can see, before we then into the January transfer window. And well, that's a very busy month with the Super Cup that might even get busier still if we're able to get past Atleti, of course, and into the final as opposed to the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup. So we'll start with the game against Hammers, who actually have started their Champions League campaign very well. Up in third so far this season in the Champions League. We've gotten a draw, a win and a defeat, I think, in our first 3 games, having lost to my former club, Bayern Munich, in the last game we played in this competition, which wasn't ideal. So we'll go and hopefully beat West Ham and get our Champions League journey back on track, because our La Liga journey is still going from strength to strength. We've won 10 of the opening 11. We're still only 6 points clear of anyone else, though. There are a couple of sides that are very much keeping us on our toes. Real Madrid inclusive, of course. So we can't afford too many slip-ups, and hopefully there won't be any. So we'll start with West Ham and take it from there. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this Barcelona segment of the Journeyman save. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any more of it. Of course, the realistic RTG will have gone live earlier on today, as it will have done for a number of days earlier this week. Looking to get the Premier League season done and dusted there, so keep your eyes peeled on that save, as I'll now go and see who the hell is in this West Ham side that's in the Champions League. It is early for you, to be fair, Jin. We'll let you off. Okay. That's quite the front three. Bradley Barca, Kamada, and Gio Simeone. We've got Mateus Fernandes at cam. And we've got Camavinga that can go in there as well. And Freddie Potts. Who has the best week for Svensson's got? It's 4-star week for you can swap. That's a hell of a team. No, West Ham haven't been in the Champions League ever. I don't know whether West Ham... I don't know whether they ever played in the European Cup. Says West Ham have competed in the UEFA Cup, Europa League and Conference League, but it doesn't say that they've played in the Champions League or European Cup. They did win the European Cup Winners' Cup, though, in 64-65. And in 75-76. Lost the Intertoto Cup in 1999. So yeah, West Ham have never been Champions League level, judging by that. Oh, they nearly played each other, yeah. Frankfurt. Yeah, that's a hell of a West Ham side, that, isn't it? Not bad. Not bad at all. Have to be on it here. The champions, etc. I'd give you the in-game graphics, but you probably want to know how good these players are for West Ham, so I will show you. Michele Di Gregorio in goal for them at 84. Daniel Svensson, Walter Goes, Rafa Mosquera and Jaime Medina. Medina's a player I think we had at Lille. We sold him to... I want to say Newcastle, but I might be well off with that. Camavinga at 89, holding for them alongside Freddie Potts. Then Mateus Fernandes at cam. Giuliano Simeone on the right-hand side. Francesco Kamada at 87 in the middle. And Bradley Barca at 88 rated on the left. They've not got as many options on the bench as Nicolaus Wurmbrand and Barca. But the 11 is pretty bloody good. Pretty bloody good. So we're going to have to be on it here. This is going to be a pretty difficult tie. They're third in the Champions League phase after 3 games. So not only is it going to be difficult for us, it's been difficult for others too. So, oh, hello. Game just tabbed out for some reason. So it's going to be a close game, I think, this one. That was weird. Another game just tabbed out for me. Go for a bit of a switch. We get this down and around. No, Svensson's done well. Skelly steps in though. It's poor from Pedri. No, rephrase. It's a poor decision for me to try and play a through ball. That's what it is. Well done. Nwaneri will be familiar with West Ham from his time in the Premier League. Not that Nwaneri in real life has played that much Premier League football to this point, but certainly in this save he would have played a large chunk of Premier League football. Endrick just bumped off it there as we were looking to try and get it out wide. Might end up with Nwaneri anyway, but West Ham defending superbly in the opening 10. Took you a second to realise what I was doing there. What was I doing? Hello, Marcus. Sorry, Marcus. Unlucky Marcus. Lol. Are you alright? Sorry, yeah, no, that's basically all you needed to say. Nwaneri looking through the gap to Lewis Skelly. And back to Nwaneri again. This has opened up nicely. We're not going to be able to get it to Endrick yet, but Pedri will poke that to Lewis Skelly and won't be able to return it to him, so shut your face, Ches. Well in, Lewis Skelly. Excellent footwork. Brilliant footwork from the former Arsenal man, Zaire Emery, who's also actually a former Arsenal man in this save. And, Jamal can't get it away. Bradley Barca is going to be pressed here by Wesley. Mateus Fernandes. We're going to go out wide again. See it coming. It's a case of stopping it. Barca out-muscled, still coming forward. I nearly failed him there as well. Mateus Fernandes. Oh, thank you, Juan Garcia. Good hands. Good reactions to ensure that they don't take a 1-0 lead, because that was very, very nearly. The Hammers in front here. Endrick getting away from the men that are around him. And Lamine Yamal has support here from Fermin Lopez. And in the, it's just, I asked for a ball to feet, not a through ball, mate. So if you could play it to where the man is, not where he's going to be, that would be lovely. You know, thusly avoiding the defender in the way. Go on, Pedri. And Nwaneri. For me, why not? Deflected corner, we'll take it. Pedri delivers. I really need to put so much more power on Pedri's deliveries. You put the sort of power on them that you would do with anybody else, and they go absolutely nowhere near as deep as they should do. And then fuck all's happened and all that. You don't really mind, to be honest. You just become a club icon for Viking on FM Nice. Yeah, no, you guys would much rather win the Premier League and lose the Carabao Cup final than win the Carabao Cup final and not win the Premier League. So it is what it is. It's not like you lost to fucking Brighton or something, with all due respect. You lost to City, who are very good, very, very good. Committed with Wesley there, and Bradley Barca was just a little bit too quick for me. He's dug a cross out. Simeone used a hand. If it was the Champions League final, he wouldn't have shown up today, no. Understandable. Fermin and Skelly. And Nwaneri inside. Not really been much happen in front of goal in this game so far. Just the one shot each. Mine was really not worthy of showing you. West Ham's was obviously the one that Juan Garcia managed to make a good reaction save to. So that's basically all that's happened in the opening first half so far. That said, Camavinga's in. And Juan Garcia has made an unbelievable save. That's a ridiculous ball forward as well. And the keeper is keeping us in this. Thank you, Lewis Skelly. Get away from the man and play the ball forward. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time, but mainly thanks to our goalkeeper. Nicely done by Pedri. Really nicely done by Pedri. Nwaneri's going to drive into the box. Then turn and look for... Oh, the ball was meant for Firmine the first time. We could have taken a 1-0 lead there. We haven't. It's still 0-0. But yeah, I wouldn't have blamed any of the Arsenal fans for not turning up if it were the Champions League final. Wesley. Nearly did a madness. Barca's uncatchable here. Oh, it's a great little ball into Mateus Fernandes. And you might as well have tried to put it in the back of the net. Kamada up front. He would have been off, but they could have at least had a momentary celebration. But the ball went tamely wide in the end, with a shot from Mateus Fernandes. Pedri into that gap. Can he get there ahead of the defender? He can't. Valtagos does very well. I cannot get past this West Ham defence, quite frankly. I'm struggling. We might do it now, though, if we're quick with this, but no. Goose on it and wary enough and alert enough to make the interception again. They're just, at this moment in time, and I can't quite believe I'm about to say this, they're better than me, West Ham, right now. Here's Simeone cutting it back, and thankfully Eric Garcia is just as good as Valtagos at the other end. Pedri, Endrick. They've drawn Valta out of position now, but Camavinga is there on the cover. Time it right. Endrick could have been in, but he just wouldn't slow down and let the ball come to him. Oh, sorry, wouldn't slow down and go to the ball. He just wanted to wait for it to come to him, and it didn't arrive. Square the defender up, then play the ball. Ethan Nwaneri 1-0 Barcelona. I don't deserve it. I really don't care. We lead by a goal to nil in the Champions League. This is our 6th club, I think, Azu, and season 9 in this save. Brinner, San Martin, Zwolle, Lille, Bayern, Barca. 6th club, 9th season. Yeah, it's a great finish from Nwaneri, to be fair. Atención. Man City take the lead against Marseille. City we played in an earlier game in Europe in this competition. Getting a draw. Oh, we might be about to get a draw here. Woo! If Camavinga could finish. Sean Dyche in the Champions League. Can't believe it. West Ham managed by Sean Dyche. A Champions League West Ham managed by Sean Dyche. The most unlikely thing you've ever seen in a career mode. More unlikely than Liverpool getting relegated in FIFA 18. More unlikely than Spurs getting relegated in real life. Pedri, a little bit of footwork. Pedri for 2. Great safety, Gregorio. He's desperately unlucky, but Endrick will make it 2, and that'll be game. We won the Champions League at Lille, yes. It's the first trophy we got in the whole save. And then we won the Bundesliga with Bayern. Albeit we made hard work of it. Barca. Nicely done. Oh, brilliantly done. Camavinga's the man furthest forward again. And he doesn't get his shot away this time at all to miss the target or score. Yamal just by half an inch overcooks his touch. Kamada forcing backwards. Camavinga squeezes it to Giuliano. Could go for goal here himself. Will do. Straight at the keeper. West Ham have had the chances. They really genuinely have. They really genuinely haven't taken them. Endrick. Yamal out wide. Up against Medina here. Stand him up. Turn inside. Look to bend it. Yamal style. Doesn't quite work. Yamal and Saka have that sort of finish in the bag, don't they? Stepping in and then whipping it with the left foot into the far bottom corner or far top corner, whichever way round it is. Some offside in there as well. West Ham are going to lose by 2-0 here. Our Champions League form has returned. Now we have to hope that our La Liga form doesn't change. Here we go. Up the... whatever Barcelona's nickname is. What is Barcelona's nickname? See, Catalans. It was Los Blancos, isn't it? Blaugrana. No, that's not a bad shout as well, actually. Blaugrana's up there too. I don't know what Coolers is, Noobster. Not familiar with that word or term. Real Madrid 0, Lille 0. Camacho's going to be saying, I want my football. I'm going to say no. You've seen Barcelona fans use coolers on Twitter, have you? We'll throw Kamada in for this one then, why not? What's the extra thing here? Assistant manager. International duty, that's fine. I'll make a couple of changes for the game against Mallorca, but not too many. Camacho's come and said he wants some football. I'm quite happy to give it to him. Doué can get a game as well. Let's throw... Winneri's up to 88 now. Let's throw Cordero in. Fulton Winneri, even though he did score in that last game. We'll throw Casado in at CDM as well. Away from home at the Estadi Mallorca Sonmois, but it's a 2-0 win for us, Pedri and Endrick. Straightforward as you would have expected it to be. The next game was PSG in the Champions League? No, I was going to say it was either PSG and then Athletic. It's not. It's Athletic and then it's PSG. The fraudsters. That's definitely quite the origin, isn't it, Jack? Bid for Wesley? No. Coolers is the name for the fans. And Garcia is now 91 rated. Fucking hell. Oh, youth reports. These are first ones, I think, from this set. I think they might be. Looking for a Ronaldinho, a Cruyff, and a Messi. No Ronaldinhos, that's for sure. Not on the first attempt. No Johan Cruyffs either. Oh, we might have a Messi though. Simon Lozano. 4 to 7 play styles. Hello, friend. Wasn't that highly rated to begin with. But let's go and have a look and see what those play styles are. Are you going to be an absolute world beater? It's 52 rated at 14 years of age. Messi was only a year younger when he arrived at Barca. Power shot, low driven, rapid, long throw and bruiser. Quite the set to have. Only 5'2", but he is only 14, obviously. Now, I would be inclined, especially considering it's only 20 weeks till he goes up, to just let him grow everywhere for the time being. And try and get him to grow as quickly, well, not as quickly as possible, but as widely as possible. So that he becomes more of a well-rounded player rather than a player that is kind of pigeonholed into a certain handful of stats, which is what happens with the development plans, isn't it? You get young players like that, and then they'll have absolutely unbelievable short passing, crossing, long passing, and ball control, but every other stat is still in the mid-40s, which just doesn't sit right with me. The young players are that specific in their stat set, but that's the way that things have to be, because you leave them unbalanced and it's 5 times as long as it is giving them a specific development plan. But on this occasion, it's only a little bit longer, so we'll leave it as is. Athletic Club de Bilbao are going to come and join us at El Libertador. Forgot they've got Farah. Adam starts as well. They've got a bit of a good fucking team, haven't they? Including Egan Riley and Alphonso Davies now. Yikes, I was going to rotate a bit for this. I don't know whether I can. I could put Casado in. Put Zaire Emery in there. Start Olabash as well. Why not? Why the fuck not? But with long throw, yeah. No, noobs, it's club policy. They're not from Bilbao specifically. They're from the Basque region, which is an area that Bilbao sits within in northern Spain, and part of it just crosses over into the border in France as well, which is why Aymeric Laporte, originally of French nationality, played for Bilbao, but now obviously declared for Spain. Same noobs, but the Basque region doesn't exist in FC or FIFA. On FM, obviously, they do stick with that rule because it's more detailed, but in FC they don't. We are contemplating doing something along the lines of that by obviously only then signing Basque players ourselves by just using Google. You might have to use FM to know who is and isn't available. Berry! They're going to T-pose, aren't they? Yeah, ultimately you get too far into a save and you won't be able to see the region of the youth player. So you just sign Spanish and French, basically, is what you do. And maybe if there's some sort of historical style of surname that would come from the Basque region, then you could factor that in as well, perhaps. But I don't know if there is. Bilbao with Vargas in goal. Egan Riley, my former centre-back at Lille, now here at Bilbao. Sonset in their midfield as well. And then all of the strikers, or the front three, are right up for this, including a 90 rated Farhat Shelia. Adam Armstrong leading the line for them at 83 rated is a Patreon player and has been scoring goals for Bilbao this season. They are a really, really decent outfit. Very, very good squad, including an Alphonso Davies at fullback as well. The majority of their players are 85, 6, 7 and higher. So this is going to be just as difficult as the game against West Ham, if not more so, I think, potentially. I've rotated a little bit. I say rotated. I've given some alternative starts to some fringe players, but to say I've rotated is probably a bit too heavy a word. Here's Zaire Emery. I shouldn't have played that. You are offside. Sasito Priseo. No. That's not a great free kick. It's unfortunately not a great header to try and find a Barca teammate either. Harry Gazar. We know how good he can be from the Valencia save we did earlier in the cycle. It was our Javi Guerra replacement. And he's in here. And he scored. He nicked the ball off me. Did a 1-2 with Adam. And then buries it. 1-0 Bilbao. It's his first goal of the season as well. Even more annoying. Very good finish. Lovely ball round the corner from Adam as well. And first time to smash that across goal into the far top corner is actually very, very well done indeed. Ah, that sucks. First goal of the season. It's very FM, isn't it? There you go. I knew that was coming from you. Always seems to happen against you as the user, doesn't it? Waneri. Casado. 1-2. Or, you know, not. Well in. Zaire Emery. Yamal was just a little bit slow on the pickup there. Pedri running into trouble. Turning away from it well because he's Pedri, but still squeeze that out wide here too. And Waneri is going to drive in the box. Stand up into the middle and not find a teammate. Might not need a teammate. Might just be able to go solo! Ethan and Waneri levels it up not long after we went behind. He scored in the Champions League. He scores in La Liga. And he's starting to have an impact in played games. Am I maybe getting a little bit more used to Ethan and Waneri perhaps? Because at the beginning of the year, I wasn't clicking with him. But that's back-to-back games he's scored in now. That's classic, isn't it, Jack? Bit too heavy a touch there from Farhat. Thank you very much. Lamid Yamal. Oh, with room. Come on, Benedict. Make the fucking run then. Good. So busy trying to make Benedict make a run and not able to get around the man. Casado. Pedri quickly into Oliver. Out to Yamal. 1, 2, offside 3. It's not going to count. It's brilliantly put together. The ball is in the back of the net for a third time in the game, but it is not going to count. Yeah, that's pretty tasty, Marcus. That'll do it. Viking. Christ. Reminds me of the Korean centre mid we had at Cambridge in like FM20. 21. Sold him to Spurs. Casado. Pedri. Lift it, just to ensure it gets there. Waneri could look for Pedri again. Has done. Found him. Has he got the turn? He doesn't. Scalvini does very well. Eric Garcia is so good at centre-back, by the way. Yamal trying to fool Alphonso Davies. Easier said than done. Edge of the box there is Casado, and he's got a worldie in him. We've seen that already this season, not on this occasion. Chill, Vargas. I thought you were going to roll that straight to me. Still only 1-1 here at El Libertador. Unfortunately, despite having the ball in the back of the net, we don't lead yet. We might by the end of the game. We hope to. At the very least, we don't want to lose, because obviously we've only lost one game this season. That was to Real Madrid, and I don't want to lose any more. Prados fires wide. And a 40% sell-on clause. Well, who's we, Shawnee? Skelly, Casado quickly forward to Olabak. Over top to Pedri, who's on. Now Olabak is onside this time and doesn't score, but Zaire Emery's on the follow-up. Couple of rebound goals for me today. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. We lead in La Liga. Is that just a sell-on clause or a profit from? Oh, Cobblers. One league win since January the 1st. Not great. Back to League 2 for Northampton by the looks of things, isn't it, this season? Profit from next sale, yeah. So there might not be profit from the next sale, considering you sold him for so much. Savinho. Oh. Okay. Prados, Pedri intercepts half-time. I'd have tried to include maybe a 20% sell-on clause rather than a 30% profit from. Sometimes they don't take those. Valued at 113. Damn, son. I don't know, actually, is that voucher still works? Let me double check. It does. Okay, never mind. One stage you were 9th, now 23rd. It's not great. Yeah, can confirm, Marcus, if you sell someone for 65 million, you are going to be a rich club. Especially at that level, Christ. You're lucky to sell someone for 6 million normally, let alone 65. Zaire Emery and Pedri. Okay. Prados, well in, Lewis Skelly. Back to Nwaneri through the gap. You're offside again, Benedict. Please tell me you're absolutely smashing Norway. Harigazar. That's a decent ball. Farah brings it down nicely. His former team up for us next in the Champions League. As you can see, top left, PSG. Oh. You are absolutely especially good. Yeah, Champions League will come. As long as you're destroying the league, as you rightly should be, with that sort of financial power. Where's the Yamal? Savinho. I'm trying to outmuscle him. It's just not working. He spun me as well. Kubasi, I think, got in his keeper's way there. We've gotten away with it. Savinho was absolutely unstoppable then. Want it back off us again. And Sonset this time. Oh, doesn't make us pay for losing possession. What a stop. Swan Garcia now 91 rated in goal. And showing every bit of it. Farah to Savinho. He runs straight into Ranieri, he runs straight into Kfara. And Alphonso Davies heads wide this time. Bilbao have got goals in them. Sardo, Ranieri, little flick. On the side, then go to Pedri, then go out wide to Ranieri. Looking for Benedict, finding Scalvini. Ranieri to Zaire Emery. And Pedri. Hollaback. Not the best of through balls to Ranieri. Pedri going to go this way, looking for the run of Benedict. Fink used the hand there and did. Armstrong to Kvaratskhelia. Chill. There's the run in the middle as well. Trying to deal with this. Going to be difficult. Off the bar from Kvaratskhelia. And Savinho keeps it in play. We take it off him. That was dangerous to say the least. And Ranieri into Zaire Emery. We'll come across here to Wesley, who can now drive into some space. Space that's freed up. Lamine Yamal. Going to play it early. Looking for Hollaback, who's going to get there. And Vargas makes the save. That's got to be 3. That's got to kill the game off there, Benedict. That's not good enough. That's the sort of thing that Endrick was doing at the beginning of the season, and I was lamenting him for. Something I wonder whether Endrick now... Savinho's just unplayable. Oh, get out! I wonder whether Endrick would have tucked that away. Farah's not going to get the chance to tuck that one away. Lamine Yamal. Giving and going. Benedict. Timed that perfectly. Lamine Yamal. Gorgeous. 3-1. A game over. What lineup bug, Harley? Back scratcher. Savinho, he's just unbeatable, he says as he beats him. Benedict. Lucky rebound. Not the first time we've said that today. With a gap, never mind. Gimme. Yep, gimme. Oh no, the T-Bot, I'd need to update the game for that highly, and even then I'm not sure whether it is fixed or not. Anyone that's on the latest update on PC that could check for me would be lovely. Final whistle sounds! It's, in the end, convincing victory, which we'll be very pleased with. The run at the top of the table continues. We need Real Madrid to start dropping points. We need... I can't recall who it was in second, actually. Whoever it was that was in second. We need them to start dropping points as well. Unai Simon is going to be starting... Oh, I was going to say, starting to say he's unhappy with the amount of football he's been getting, but actually he's quite happy at the minute. Not sure about that one, Chief. We're 13th in the Champions League at the minute after the win against West Ham. PSG in 17th, so not having a great start themselves. We're on 7 points. They're on 6. They've won 2, lost 2. We've won 2, drawn 1, lost 1. And now against PSG. PSG, when we were in France with Lille, were very, very good. But we've just played against Bradley Barca at West Ham. We signed Vitinha from them at Bayern, so I wonder whether they're maybe a little bit weaker now than they were. And hopefully that might make them a little bit vulnerable here. We might be able to pick up a win against PSG in La Liga. Who's that other side of Chelsea? It was Villarreal. And the gap is 8 points to them now as they've drawn, but it's still 6 points to Real Madrid as they've picked up another victory. We'll keep going. It's Valencia next in La Liga, but first, a certain team from France. I'm just going to go for a quick whiz chat and then we'll play the next game. BRB. going to see how good PSG are. Or aren't. Probably are, presumably. I think that was Dean Housen. It was. Oh, fucking 3 minutes. Soldi, yes. Droa Cam, no. Due. Nico Williams, yeah. Carizzo, sure. Mocky at left back. Dean Housen. Salmas, Kalulu, Chevalier. Come on. Neves. Centre mid striker, CDM. Hello, Mayulu. This stage of the save can't be asked. Well, they are an 11 and a couple of others, and that's really kind of it. Didn't Dro score his first goal for the PSG side in real life this week? Or this weekend? I think I saw that somewhere on socials. I don't know who they had. There they go. February 8th on debut. That goal. He has scored for them now. Doesn't say, does it, in his wiki? Galacia. Just out of intrigue. Yeah, there you go. Look. So it's Basque country. There's Basque country in France as well. So yeah, I just want that. Open image in new tab. So it does cross over into France. Bilbao was obviously Bilbao. I thought, but I didn't realise Pamplona was its own place. I thought Pamplona and Bilbao were kind of similar, if you know what I mean. I thought Bilbao was within a region called Pamplona. See, San Sebastian is where Real Sociedad are from, I believe. Anyway, so I think Real Sociedad are also within the Basque region. And then I don't know, is there any French sides in the Basque region? I think we looked into that previously with Power close, like. I think it's just Bilbao and a Real Sociedad, or a Real Betis from Pamplona. Real Betis are rivals with aren't Real Betis rivals with Sevilla, yeah, Andalusia. Football clubs in the Basque region. Bilbao Sociedad, Osasuna and Alaves. Is there a map? Oh, Eibar's in there as well. Bilbao, Sociedad, Osasuna. Oh, or Osasuna from Pamplona. Am I getting them too confused? Osasuna might be from Pamplona, maybe. I think Osasuna might be Pamplona. Alaves, Eibar, Sociedad, Bilbao and Osasuna are all in the Basque region. Osasuna from Pamplona, there you go. I knew there was something with someone and Pamplona. I was obviously getting Bilbao and Osasuna mixed up. See the top of the picture when you do that. So. So if we did a Bilbao save, like a Basque only save, we could sign youngsters from those other 4 clubs. We could kind of consider those clubs. If there were any youngsters in those clubs, we would just consider them as Basque. I'm not sure how we'd figure out the French side of the border, but there's anything we could do for the French side of the border with there not being any clubs there. But it's definitely something we could look into. Right, that's PSG set up. We're set up as well. Stop the tinkle tankle, and in we go. Come on then, Pussuga. How are you, mate? My hands are so dry. When it starts becoming a problem, Jack, I think. When he starts holding the club back, he's never a problem. But is he holding the club's progression back? That's when it becomes a problem. I can make it work. I can make it work. I can still play McGinty in the Champions League. We're holding him back. I think you might be a little bit delusional, Jack. A little bit. The champions! Me, delusional? Never. Oh. Never. Chevalier in goal for PSG. Trisoli, Doué, Nico Williams. Housen, Salinas, Kalulu. João Neves. Carrizo is on the right-hand side with Doué at cam for this one. They are kind of an 11 and not much else, but 11's pretty bloody good. Jose Mourinho still in charge here at PSG, as I believe he was when we were at Lille. We were able to beat PSG to... Actually, no, rephrase. We weren't able to beat PSG to the Liga title, were we? We lost it to Lens. We were able to beat PSG with regards to final league position in our season at Lille. But we... Oi! What a shot. We weren't able to beat them to the title. I think we spent 2 years at Lille, didn't we? Did we spend 2 years at Lille? We might have done. 2 years at Cholet and 2 years at Lille, I think. And obviously we didn't challenge for the title at all in our first full season at Lille. And then we're gutted not to win the title in our second full season at Lille. I get a turn in with Firmine here. I could have sent Yamal away. Either way, I feel like this PSG side, whilst very good, are beatable, and that's mainly down to the quality that we have in our team as well. Firmine. Zaire Emery. I do like a press, this PSG side. It's very Jose Mourinho-esque, very aggressive. Are you onside there, Hendrik? You are. You're in. You're very much in. Oh, I tried to lift it over him, and he's just thrown up an arm there, Chevalier. It's brilliant goalkeeping. Otherwise, I think that was over him in terms of body, and was going to fly into the back of the net. Looking for Hendrik again, but Dean Housen steps in. A couple of former Real Madrid players we've played against in the Champions League today. Housen now on top of Camavinga at West Ham. Zire Doué. We've got his brother, of course, at the club ourselves, the fullback. Is Nicolo Tresoldi. Eric Garcia steps in nicely. Could maybe have started my own Doué. We definitely can bring him on off the bench if we feel the need to. It's not a very good ball, Ethan. Looking for Hendrik. We'll stay at 0-0. Nice ball around the corner. Carrizo. Oh, I've had enough rebound goals of my own today. I can't really complain too heavily about that. But a double rebound is quite annoying. These guys are sitting inside the seats, which is always good. A good block on that one. It wasn't a double rebound, he did actually square it. I thought the first one was a shot. It wasn't. He squared it. Boot! Kubasi. That's poor. Emery gets this former club. Not that we signed him from PSG, we signed him from Arsenal. Wesley, open up the angle to get that to Yamal and drive centrally. Hendrik might make some movement for me eventually, has done. Think he was off. Balls. Carrizo, Doué, Chill, Desiree. That's intercepted by Lewis Skelly. Quickly forward here if we can. Pedri, Hendrik looking for Yamal. Yamal up against Mokio, player that we had at Lille as well ourselves. I ended up selling to PSG because I didn't enjoy him. He then plays at left back for them, even though he was playing at CDM for us. I think he's at Newcastle in the RTG, so we're playing against him in both saves. But I've gotten the better of him on most occasions. Firmine looking for Yamal. Bit of room here. Bit of room gone, thanks to Yamal's electric pace. We'll be trailing at half-time by the looks of things. Can't really see a way back into this at the minute. I feel like we might lose this one, given the first half's Uh-oh. They might have done, Harley. I don't know as they have. They've not said anything, I don't think. I didn't read the patch notes, to be fair, but I don't think they've changed anything. They probably would have said something to us if they had. That'll do, Toz. Always take one of them. I'm sure that needed to ooze. I see it. Edgery. And Winery. Hendrick's there, but not really going to do much. That's it, and Winery. Time it right. Oh, times it beautifully. Touch is poor. Williams. Room for Desiree Doué. Room gone for Desiree Doué, thankfully, for me, trying to get away. Hendrick can't get to the ball forward. Slightly under hit, to be fair, for me. Desiree Doué digs that across, looking for Carrizo's header is poor. Thankfully, that had enough on it to get back to the keeper, otherwise that would have been pretty embarrassing. Winery go for a 1-2. He's going to try. Might use Hendrick first, and then go to him. He's run offside, that's good. So yeah, for me, they're playing another offside trap. L. Williams Jr. dug that out nicely. Good header. Edry. And Winery. And back. Run Hendrick. Oh, stay on side, Hendrick, for Christ's sake. No, not as far as I'm aware, Harley. Okay, they just decided they were going to turn into prime us. Marquio forward from fullback. Okay, Williams Jr. Man in the way. Yamal looking to get away then into the room created by Marquio getting forwards, but I need a runner on the edge of the box, and I was looking for one, realising I didn't have it. I got closed down. Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué still. Trasoldi again. Good footwork from Desiree Doué. Instrumental in both goals, and PSG lead by 2-0. And that is us losing this one. We'd have to look for the patch notes. Lovely low driven. Have to look for the patch notes for the 1.5 update, Harley. Brilliant. Well done, Zaire Emery. Unfortunately going to lose against one of his former teams. On Lamine Yamal in. Lamine Yamal in. Lamine Yamal! Nearly gave us something to fight for in the final 5 minutes or so. Here comes Joe Fernandez, the man that used to play for Barcelona. Signed for PSG in real life. Obviously, in this save, he was still here when we signed, so we moved him with the editor to Paris Saint-Germain. And now he's come on in the Champions League against us. Trey Soldi. Oh. Alright, fair. I hope we don't rely on goal difference, because that's really annoying. 3-0 PSG. Christ, that was loud. I can't really answer that, Harley, knowing what's coming. So, I can't really say anything. You're going to lose title because of international breaks, that sucks. Okay, as Harley Adstar has confirmed that there were no changes to sliders or difficulty in recent patches. I hesitate to say a battering in Paris, but not a great time had by those of a Spanish persuasion in the French capital on this particular match day in the Champions League. We've got Dortmund to come in Europe, as well as Dynamo Kiev and Slavia Prague, I think. Let's check the calendar rather than the table. Pretty sure it's Dortmund, then Dynamo Kiev and Slavia Prague, yeah. We're not comfortable in the Champions League yet. We're 6 points clear at the top of La Liga still. So whilst that's not comfortable, it's still a great position to be in. We travel to the Mestalla for the third and final simmed game of the episode. Is it third and final? Third? It's definitely the final game of the episode. Is it third simmed, or did we sim just one so far today? Yeah, we simmed Mallorca and won by 2-0. Let's see if on the back of that PSG defeat, we can get back to winning ways here. It is away from home as well, but should be strong enough. And Zaire Emery with a brace to give us a 2-0 dub. We've continually won all but one game we've played in La Liga so far this season. The next game for us is going to be the Barcelona derby against Espanyol. So we'll play that. We'll play Dortmund. We'll play Atleti. And we will sim Racing Club Santander in the next episode. But that is for tomorrow, because today we have done our business. Unfortunately, PSG did their business on us as well, but domestically things still going very well, and in the Champions League it's recoverable still. You'd like to think there's 6 points on the table against Dynamo Kiev and Slavia Praha, which would put us on 13, and then anything we can get against Dortmund is a bonus. West Ham continually smashing everybody other than ourselves in the Champions League. Really, really strong West Ham right now. What does the Premier League look like at this particular moment in time then. Where are West Ham domestically? Oh. Well, that was unexpected. Regardless, we're top by 6 points at the sharp end of La Liga, and fingers crossed that will continue and or grow in the next episode. I will see you tomorrow. Right, let me save that. Save that. Athletic. And we will switch to the Journeyman save. Afternoon, Mike. How are we, mate? Could do with a new team for 26 Career Mode. You'd like a medium challenge, but open to any league, nation, gender. Still hurting. Yeah, that's fair. Chat, have you got any suggestions for Jack for a new challenge? How about a points deduction hit Sheffield Wednesday? Or is that too much of a challenge? 15-day stream streak. Go on, lad. Minus 100 and try and survive. Lol. That's almost statistically impossible, considering how many points other teams in the division would get. I might need to go make a coffee in a minute as well. I'm struggling. I'm still not very well, chat. I need to get my jumper actually from
It's in the
kitchen worktop as well. I know. I'm terrible for it, aren't I? I'm just so tired all the time at the minute, especially when I'm unwell. Put Man City in League 2 like they belong. If Man City have done as much as they supposedly could have, League 2 wouldn't be far enough. Is it just 2 episodes left? Just April and May, isn't it? To try and save ourselves now. How many points did we end the season with in our first year in the Premier League? Let's have a look. Pounds in prize money, unfortunately. 43. So we're having a better season, I think. Nine, 8, 14. Yeah, to be worse than last year, we'd have to lose 5 of our remaining 7 games. Or to be as bad as last year, we'd have to lose 5 of our remaining 7 games. We're not going to do that. Nice place for me to have paused that. Well done, dickhead. So we are having a better... We've not scored as many goals. We've not conceded as many goals either. So we are still having a better season, I think, on paper. It just so happens that other sides having better seasons as well. Wolves, 38 points. So 38 games, 30 points. Everton are on 27 points. And still got 7 games to go. So the bar for survival is higher. But I think we're going to be comparatively better than we were last year. Still not going to be straightforward to try and survive, though. Thank you for the 5 bits, Danny. Question, if Haaland was to leave City, who would buy him? Can't see him being... Oh, yeah, probably PSG. Although PSG aren't like PSG, quote unquote, of old, are they? PSG of old, where they like signed Cavani and they signed Zlatan and they signed Beckham and they signed Messi and Neymar. They don't do that anymore. PSG are kind of building from within, aren't they? Or at least buying younger, more developed, younger players with more development ahead of them. You don't need to apologise, Reese. Do you change club every season? We have stuck to a couple of clubs, Reese. We did a year in Norway. We did 18 months in Argentina. We then did 2 seasons in the Netherlands. We did 2 seasons and a couple of weeks in France. And then we did 1 season at Bayern, and we'll probably do 1 season at Barca. Bayern could work for Haaland as well, to be fair, yeah. I think he goes Bayern or Real, really. He could go to Barca, but I don't know. Although, to be fair, he suits Barca. He suits Hansi Flick Barca much better than he would have suited a Pep Barca. Even though Pep's his manager now at City, they play a different style of game, don't they? I don't.